What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Tesla video. Got some big things going on, especially with a $5,000 rumored Tesla in the near future. It seems a little bit crazy here. Let me explain. You have Morgan Stanley out there. There's an analyst saying how we could be seeing electric vehicles in the market dropping as low as $5,000 in the future. Now, you may be wondering, $5,000, isn't that too cheap? Keep in mind that that's not just a concept. $5,000 electric vehicles already exist in China and they sell really well, but they're like these off-brand companies and the mileage isn't really nice. But hey, under $5,000, I can't really complain as long as it's fully electric. If it could go like 80 to 100 miles on a single charge, it's honestly good enough. Morgan Stanley analyst Adam Jones is believing this is going to be a possibility in the future, and Tesla seems to be on its way to releasing more affordable cars with their $25,000 car. Now, here's the thing. Tesla, of all the other EV makers, is doing some high volume production EVs. The higher volume production, the lower the cost. That's just as simple as it gets. And if you check out other companies, they're only making a select few electric vehicles. And if you check out Porsche, Lucid, Ford, GM, they are releasing some electric vehicles, but those electric vehicles are very pricey, ranging from just $40,000 to $100,000, and Lucid Motors, well, $161,000 for an electric vehicle. And that's just way too expensive. So with Tesla already trying to release the $25,000 vehicle this year, 2021, that shows you that they will most likely be the one releasing electric vehicles, perhaps under $10,000 and maybe even $5,000. Now, a lot of these banks like Morgan Stanley, they're usually pretty trustworthy. They do their research before saying anything super crazy like this. But just the mere fact that we could be expecting some sort of a super cheap car, cheaper than $10,000 in the near future, possibly from our favorite brands like Tesla, Mercedes, BMW, just seems very, very exciting, since at this current moment, cars are just way too expensive. If you could get maybe like a $5,000, $10,000 electric vehicle that actually looks pretty nice, you should be seeing some cool stuff. And keep in mind that $5,000 vehicle, other than this car that's coming out sometime soon, something that's a little bit more realistic is the Model 2 hatchback, the $25,000 electric vehicle that's being in development in China. If you guys are kind of skeptical about this, keep in mind that you do have a lot of permits being filed for the Model 2, expansion in the Shanghai Gigafactory, and also a brand new research and design center that just opened up in the Shanghai Gigafactory. And they're actually hiring a bunch of local talent to come over and design the Model 2. And we should be seeing a very unique hatchback. This hatchback will be made on top of the Model 3 skateboard. It's $25,000. They will be selling that in China first before moving that to other countries. But just the fact that we could be seeing a $5,000 Tesla sometime soon is a little bit crazy here. I don't really think it's going to be coming in the next few years. The next few years will eventually be the launch of the Model 2, this 25K Tesla. For a 5K car, you're going to be waiting for the next maybe half a decade here. I don't really think Tesla will be making cars that cheap, since it might actually ruin the brand. But hey, I mean, you got Morgan Stanley saying these kind of things. We could be getting very, very excited with a lot of these cars slowly becoming cheaper and cheaper. You shouldn't really doubt the fact that a $5,000, $10,000 Tesla will be coming out. Adam Jones has also said that he's giving Tesla an overrate rating, a $880 price target for Tesla, and he's feeling very bullish for the company. He feels like the company could definitely keep going up with all these different cheaper alternatives coming in. Tesla will definitely thrive, and they will be coming out with cheaper and cheaper cars, eventually getting more of the market. Sure, you got more competition coming in, but I feel like Tesla vehicles are just far more superior. Their batteries go way further, 300, 400 miles on a single charge, whereas other brands right now are struggling just to get up to 250 miles per charge. And that's pretty bad, especially how those other brands are charging just as much as the Tesla Model S. So that just seems pretty interesting to me. And last but not least, we got to talk about some big contracts, especially Tesla Energy is making some big deals in Israel with a $30 million battery storage agreement. Tesla Energy signed a $30 million agreement. This is official and this is out. And this is signed with Nofar Energy for battery storage systems, and they want to be storing a bunch of power, electricity from the solar systems in Israel. Nofar Energy also said that Tesla is one of the best companies out there to do with, and already has a 5% down payment for Tesla's storage systems. This is great, and Nofar ordered batteries with a capacity to store up to 100 megawatt hours. That is huge. And so far, I think we've been seeing way more activity in Tesla Energy recently. They've been making batteries in the past several months in southern Australia to prevent blackouts. They're now doing a lot of battery work in Texas because of the recent blackout. They're doing a bunch of battery stuff in Nigeria for the government buildings because there's constant blackouts. I mean, Tesla is kind of like everywhere. Everyone keeps saying that Tesla's a car company. Yes, they are, but they have this really talented branch right next to them, the energy sector. I mean, their batteries are very good. Their mega packs are increasing at a rapid pace. In fact, they nearly doubled their revenue in their battery storage systems in the past 2 years. It's pretty incredible. On top of that, you should be seeing the battery storage systems being handed over to Nofar around 2021 and 2023. We should be seeing more battery construction, more power packs and mega packs. It's looking great. Right now, Tesla batteries are really nice and they actually have enough supplies to keep this storage system going on. They are charging a pretty massive premium if you decide to order these power packs, but in the long term, they are pretty worth it since it does save the individual money, time, and also prevents them from having blackouts. And it's a great, cheap way to store electricity after getting it from the solar panels. If you're worried about if Tesla could secure their own sectors of lithium and nickel, keep in mind that they're trying their best. They're trying to open up a gigafactory in Indonesia. Both sides have been sending people back and forth, and both sides are very happy about this. Indonesia is obviously happy about a gigafactory because it creates a bunch of jobs. Gigafactories are generally very clean. You also do have Tesla, who really wants to go to Indonesia because Indonesia sits on the world's biggest nickel reserve, and it's usually pretty concentrated and very high quality battery grade nickel. So they want to be mining this nickel, and we could be seeing a gigafactory coming in sometime soon. We're not really hearing that much news about the Indonesian gigafactory, but hopefully with more digging around, maybe in the next few weeks, next couple of months, could be hearing more news about the Indonesia gigafactory. That's the most important one, since that's the one that will be making a ton of nickel. The 4680 battery cells are the main guys out there doing the show. These guys have a lot of nickel in them. Nickel is like the gold of the EV industry. So big things are coming out with Tesla. Super excited to see what kind of projects they will be doing, but we should be seeing even more activity in the battery storage systems from Tesla because they're constantly selling more and more of these mega packs, power packs. They're constantly signing more contracts with these other major companies, even countries, for these batteries. And last but not least, we got to talk about the $5,000 Tesla. I know that sounds kind of crazy, but this is something that may actually happen. Morgan Stanley is eventually saying that in the future, we could be seeing the prices dropping as low as $5,000. Right now, we should be anticipating the launch of the $25,000 Tesla, $5,000 Tesla, nowhere near production. We could be seeing the $25,000 Tesla in operation in the next several years before anything cheaper than that happens. Now, keep in mind that if you guys are kind of broke and you would love to have a $25,000 Tesla, keep in mind that there could be a tax incentive coming in, which will knock $7,000 off the $25,000 price tag. Essentially, you're only paying $18,000, which is extremely cheap in my opinion. That's about it, guys. Thanks for watching, and comment below.